Hello and welcome back to the MANvFAT Wales YouTube channel. Today I'm joined by Mr. Tom Beale, he of Olympique de Marseille. In true broadcaster fashion, I asked Tom a question just before I hit record on this one, and he answered it really, really well. I didn't want to cut him off. So here's the intro, and here's Tom.
I mean, it's all about the tracking and the accountability, basically. All of a sudden it's like, I don't need another 2 packets of crisps at 10 o'clock at night type thing, because I've not got 300 calories left to have or whatever. So yeah, that's what's worked. I mean, obviously I've only just joined the new team, but Hefty are like, they're all about the scales, aren't they? All about the weight loss. So it was like, Wednesdays, how's everyone's week's been? And you're like, oh shit, like they're in a friendly way, but they're, for them, they want to perform on the scales, and probably the standout moment, whether I should mention it or not, because it's the opposite of losing weight, was the last game of the season when they were going for the invincible on the scales. I think it was like a 6:30 game, which is always a bit tough to get here on time for, and I came in and I put on like 0.2. First week I'd put on, and it was really close, like they'd all put on, the whole team. It was last week of the season. Right. And Pete was like, it's fine, we've got Tom. Walk over, and he's like, we just need you to have lost to basically just secure the invincible thing.
Oh.
I was like, he didn't believe me. So I was at 0.2.
He's a ball buster.
Yeah, we had a bit of a celebratory night out for food, and they were taking the piss, like saying I was being cocky with it, walking in eating pizza, like, we got this type thing. So I saw him earlier on, and he still mentioned it, like it's like, that's it. So good memory, but yeah, other than that, it's been like I've like lost over 1 a week type thing, and it's been, I'm not sure what's going to happen when it stops. Do you know what I mean? But okay. At the moment it's going well, and like it's for me, like just a strict diet's never worked. So the accountability, playing football, good group of guys, I'm just watching what I eat rather than like going, right, I'm cutting out everything, because it's not sustainable, is it, basically? So I think it just works, and I'd massively say to anyone that it is and ahhing about joining, like, just do it. If you've got any interest in football at all, then do it, type thing, because it's just a great laugh from the football side of things. So fair play.
I think what I'm probably going to do is film an intro at home and just copy and paste it onto the front, so we start with that bit there, because I was going to mention Pete, because I have a similar Hefty story. When he first joined the team, and I was on Hefty, I think you might have come in, you were the first person on the team after I left it.
Oh, okay.
Pop-up crop wombles.
Yeah.
And I put on, first week, he was vice or captain, whichever role he was at the time. And I gained, it was the first week, and he went, that's alright. Just make sure it doesn't ever happen again. And he said it in such a way, he's got a really lovely sense of humour that I really do vibe with. But I was, I'm not going to do that again.
No.
I don't want to be on the receiving end of that.
Yeah, it's like, the classic line to me was the old, I'm not mad at you, I'm just, this.
Oh, he dropped that.
Yeah.
But he does it with a class, like a person that's like used that line before.
Oh, absolutely.
He knows how to drop it. He knows how to.
It's the way, like, you walk in, they're normally having a bit of a warm up, you walk in and he sort of like slides over towards you.
Yeah.
How'd you go on, Tom? Yeah, good, yeah. And then I think first couple of weeks I would just say like 1.2 or something, and he's like, pour down. You need to be really specific with it, but it's good.
Tell me about one of the times you got to tell him about a milestone, because you've got a milestone. 5 and 10 so far?
I've done 5 and 10 so far, and 5 came round so quickly. So it was a little bit, and Pete being Pete as well was like, in the chat in the leading up to it, I think we had like a really tough game on the pitch, but he was basically already doing the work-ins, hat tricks, milestones type thing. And it was like, Tom will get his, do you know what I mean? And I was just like, oh, no, I need to really try this week to make sure of it, kind of thing. So that was the 5. Obviously relatively new to the team, so still like not properly knowing everyone's names and stuff, because obviously holiday season a little bit, someone's not there but they're on the chat type thing, so everyone's like, oh yeah, well then Tom, and I'm like, thanks, trying to work out who that actually is type thing. But and then the 10 was a real anticlimax, because the only week I'd missed, so I came down and weighed on a Wednesday, didn't really know what the deal was, looking around for someone who looked like they might be able to weigh me, could have been anyone type thing,
right.
And of course, it just gets written down on a bit of paper.
Yeah.
So
did you know?
I wasn't sure.
Right.
So I knew it was close. So written down on a piece of paper. I couldn't remember exactly what I was the week before. So I kind of got out, found my previous email, checked out, and then just put on the group, because they would say probably like quite quiet man, a few words type thing. So I just basically put, I'd lost like 0.2 or 0.4 or something, and it was just enough to do the 10.
Yeah.
So I just put like lost 0.2 and hit the 10% boys type thing, and that was off to London for the weekend or something like that. So everyone was obviously, dead chuffed for me. Obviously, it's all about the milestones and the things,
yeah,
isn't
for
it?
sure.
So that was good. So he. Made a bit of a thing about it, like our next game type thing, because obviously it's the following week, and then I think obviously I had my photo with you like the following week.
Yeah, I do love a photo.
Yeah,
I do love the media.
Because I didn't know if it was like, just because it happened like on a week I didn't come on the Friday, I didn't know if it just sort of, slip under the radar.
No, Stan hasn't missed a photo since 2020. There's no chance.
It's so good though, because like, it's like one of these. So basically got into this through Tom Symes. So his wife, great. My wife, play netball together.
Fantastic.
So they live share to netball and stuff, just got chatting about it, and I was like, that sounds good, and reached out to him and messaged about it, and so like, kind of pretty random, because obviously, you wouldn't necessarily know what it is without someone inside who's can explain it to you type thing, and it was cool how I got into it, and like 11 or 12 weeks in now, and I think
you said how much you lost. How much did you lose?
I've lost 16, I think now. 16 kg, so
Tom's stories is one of my favourites, because I met Tom the week after we got back from St George's Park national tournament.
Okay.
So it was a national tournament at SGP. We took 2 teams. One of our teams got knocked out in the quarters. That was one I was on, and one of our teams won it.
Yeah.
So we came back on the bus, and it was I've never felt this feeling of like pure euphoria that I can only liken to when I became a dad. Like, it was just amazing.
Yeah.
But I've never had a feeling like that before. Like, I've never been in a team. I've always been fat, so I've never had like a team experience growing up. So it was amazing. We had a load of media coverage. Sam was on the radio. There's a short piece on ITV Wales, and a BBC News article, which is a picture of me hugging Rob, who's out in the bar there.
Yeah.
And I said, he's signed to our team, the Green Team. And I was like, how did you find out about us? He said, I saw the article on BBC News. And it just all came flooding back.
Yeah.
It was only a week removed anyway, but it was amazing. It was
so good.
And I've still got, and now that's sort of been renewed there, hearing your story, because whenever I think about that one, I just think, we did a good thing, and we built a really good thing, and it's still going really strong.
Yeah.
So what was it that brought you, 16 kilos in 12 weeks is incredible. What was it that made you want to give that a shot?
I guess just like, you get to a certain age maybe, and you hear so I'm 34. So you kind of hear it's harder to lose weight as you get older. I've always been a big lad anyway type thing, so it's not, I've like I said, diets have never really worked. I've always liked my food. I still want to like my food, but I want to kind of enjoy losing weight, and like I said, the accountability is just great. Like, sounds really, just the kind of admin of it all. Do you know what I mean? Like you come in, weigh, right, 1.2 down, like you say, like within like minutes, someone's like gone, oh, that's your 5%. You know, like there's just it's so geared up to the like kind of like stat side of it, things which I really like, and yeah, I guess I just thought I want to do it now. Want to get down to I guess I'd love to get to BMI basically. That would be great. But yeah, it's just time to make a change that kind of obviously makes you feel better about yourself. I guess that's the crux of it. I guess it's like I think back to the first week again. I think we had a bare 7. It 25 degrees or something like that, and it was so hard. It was like, it's like 28 minutes. It's like haven't played football for about 5 years, and I was just like, but I could see like everyone's journey already type thing. 'Cause you kind of turn up and all shapes and sizes basically. Yeah,
there's some great journeys on that.
But
team,
like I think within after the first game, it was like this guy's lost like 30 kg, and it's just like wow, like it's
we got to do a thing the other week where a lad had lost. You met Mikey Henderson?
Yes, yeah.
A lad had lost more than Mikey weighed currently.
Oh wow!
And I was just that visual representation is just sublime.
Yeah,
Hasn't lost all that with us, but since his journey at the beginning, I think he lost about 78. Mikey had clocked 77.7 that night.
Yeah.
And just can you imagine then just like scooping Mikey up and then going for a run?
This is it, like ridiculous. Like even now, like so I do like running, and obviously it's easier.
I think you're the only man in the world that likes running.
Yeah, okay, but like to imagine now, like putting a rucksack on with 15 kg and running around, you think like, yeah.
I got some PT on Thursdays, and he gave me a 9 kilogram vest.
Yeah.
To run, do 50 laps in, and I appreciate you carrying it differently.
Sure, yeah.
It's on your back, and it's not where it would be, but the pain in my calf was immense.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Absolutely, like someone had just tucked a knife in there, and then just gone bang straight down the back. It was hideous.
Yeah, fair play.
Oh, not good, not good.
But yeah, it's a real eye opener when you like I say think about it like that, or like you sort of say like that translates to like 2.5 stone or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? It just sounds crazy. So yeah.
Let's talk about football before. Did you used to play in your youth?
Kind of like secondary school years. So I didn't really. So rugby's my favoured sport. Let's say. Didn't really discover it. So grew up in Gloucestershire, and football was like played at primary school. Never seen a rugby ball, never touched a rugby ball type thing, but ended up playing with mates outside of school football. I wasn't very good, but
neither am I.
Did that, and like 11 aside, and we probably weren't the best team, but we were just a group of mates that enjoyed playing football together type thing. And then so that would be up to about age of 16, and then a little bit of 5-a-side, a little bit of 7-a-side, on and off.
Okay.
But
just dabble.
Dabble. Can you dabble if you're not very good at something?
Yeah, you can dabble. That's all you can do if you're not very good at something.
True. Yeah.
So let's talk about goals. You've mentioned BMI. I'm keen to. You haven't got to say how far away that is, but in terms of milestones, are there many more for you to hit before?
I think. Yeah, I think I would need to do 15-20% before getting. I think 20% before BMI, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, would like to do that. I'm not sure the exact weight for BMI, but to be honest, at the moment it's just that team environment with a common, everyone wanting to lose weight, enjoy playing football. So, I just see where in a year's time takes me type thing. To be fair, because I know I'm not going to keep losing 1.2, 1.4 every week, obviously. And it's got to be sustainable, hasn't it? Basically, because it's pointless doing racing to losing 15 kg and then just putting it back on gradually over time. And so I can't. I've used sort of like MyFitnessPal and things like that before, but like I just can't believe the difference it makes just by tracking.
The trick to, I think, succeeding at anything at its bare root is learning to love the journey.
Yeah.
And I think you've set yourself up here to really enjoy the journey.
Yes.
Like we've mentioned a few moments with Pete, but also bringing yourself into this team environment.
Yes.
Taking a step in that direction.
Yeah.
And you reminded me of myself a lot earlier when you said, "Oh, I can't have this because I've only got 300 calories for the day." Like that's a model that, it's like the worst kept secret, but it's still a massively kept secret. Like you meet people and there's like they're blinded by sins and points and speed foods and what is it Weight Watchers use? I think, do they do points?
Points, I think. Yeah.
The Slimming World do sins. And something else.
Red days and green days.
Yeah, and I just think that all work at intermittent fasting, and you get blinded. But actually, all any of them are doing is you've got 2,200 calories to spend today. Do with them what you will.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you've taken a really great step, achieved lots really quickly, and I see people do that all the time, and I really worry that it's all going to unravel. But with you, you've set yourself up real here to succeed.
Yeah, I think the guys around you, like, and I've seen, even just in the short period of time, like I've seen it where guys have, midweek and they're like, I've had a really bad week. And it's like, the advice, the reassurance of everyone has just been great. And like, even if like people are just struggling to even get down and weigh, it's just do it anyway, because it's part of the process. It's important to like say keep on the journey. And I think that's where you could just so easily, I think if you were just doing a Weight Watchers or a Slimming World, like, I'm just not going to go tonight. No one's going to know I haven't been, apart from the person who takes my weight. And whereas, like you say, it's a team thing, accountability. And I just love it. It's just such good fun, to be fair. So pleased to have joined and yeah.
So what we're saying is every Slimming World needs a Pete Thomas to patrol the door.
Patrol the door. Patrol the door. Yeah. Words of advice in the week, and no, definitely.
Tom, I've enjoyed your time. Thank you so much for it.
No worries.
You mentioned briefly earlier on about advice you'd give to someone, but I'm going to paint the picture that I paint for everybody.
Yeah.
We've got a fictional man. I've yet to name him. This is episode 106, I think, and still not named him.
Okay.
He's thinking about doing something about his weight. He's looked at MANvFAT, but he isn't quite sure. What do you say to him?
100% come along. And I can't really explain it because it's not about the football, but it is type thing, because it's the team part of it.
Yeah.
You're all in it together. You've got, like I say, all shapes and sizes, all footballing abilities, all different ages, and I think the thing for me was, like I said, a couple of weeks in, there's so many, obviously, is it like 10 or 12 teams, I think, and I was like walking out to the pitch and it's like, hey Tom, how you doing? I have no idea who that guy is. And I was just like, this is great. Like,
that gets me going.
And I don't know whether it's like through the, the 5% picture and obviously a name to the face and things like that, but you just, everyone is just like on good form, friendly, and like even like it's like tonight, you come off the pitch after playing, the team coming on is like, well played guys. Not the team you just played. Everyone is just
the transfer. Yeah.
So 100% just come along, because once you're in it, you'll love it. I just can't see how you wouldn't. And like the exciting thing is obviously at the start of your journey, you've got if you really not strict, but you follow like you said, you've got so many calories to eat in a day. You stick to that, come along, play a bit of football, and do it. I mean, for me, Simon Phillips on the Greys.
Yeah.
So
He's on my team this
first
season.
couple of weeks came along, just like the loveliest guy,
Isn't he?
and like, you know, he'd always be like, how'd you get on? He's quite softly spoken, isn't he?
Yeah.
And like, I'd say like, oh, you know, 1.2 down. He's like, oh, awesome, mate. Well done. And I'm like, go on then. And it's like, does it start with a 3, a 4? You know, it's just like, yeah, but like, just and to be fair, even in 7 or 8 weeks, the progress he made on the pitch. Our last game, I was like, you had an absolute cracking game, and he's like, just like I can move easier and stuff like that, and I just think like he's been a massive inspiration because he like goes about it so quietly as well, which Pete would say so do I type thing. But yeah, just to see him, you know, and the smile on his face when he says, you know, he's lost it, and like I said, he had such a good game our last game of the season, and he felt so good about it, that type of thing. So yeah, sign up.
Tom, thank you so much
No
for your
worries.
time.